Hello, Gabby Turner here, and welcome to this pick a card reading in which we're going to be asking what is their take on your connection. So whoever you're thinking about, your person of interest, if you will, how are they viewing this romantic connection? So we have three options from left to right. Option number one is represented by Hecate. Option number two is represented by Atargatis. And option number three is represented by Artemis. So those are your three options here. I'm going to hold them up a little bit closer for you. So just take your time to figure out which goddess or goddess is calling out to you. The timestamps will be listed below with the name of the goddess. So once you've decided, you can use those timestamps to go directly to your reading, and I will see you there. All right, option number one, you chose Hecate. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first thing I was getting actually as I was doing my pre-shuffle is that they feel like you all have something solid, but it's something solid that needs to be worked on, right? Like it's got a good foundation, there's good potential here, but it needs some work. So let's find out a little bit more about that. Okay, so they're seeing you as the Seven of Swords. The shared energy is the Queen of Swords, and they're seeing themselves, their energy that they're bringing into the connection is the Four of Wands. And when I clarified that Four of Wands, I get the Temperance card reversed. When I clarify your card here, I get the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, it's easier for me to make sense of how they're seeing you, group one. They're seeing you as being sort of evasive and maybe kind of wanting to remain single. Like they feel like it's difficult to get you in a relationship or to maintain a relationship with you if you already are in a relationship. They see you as kind of being independent and wanting to do your own thing. I feel like for them, they want to spend more time with you. That they want to spend more time with you. I'm still trying to understand this. What does this mean? I feel like they feel like the two of you are not ready for a relationship just yet, but they do want to spend more time with you, I think is basically what's going on here. So if you're already in a relationship, maybe they feel like you should have spent more time just dating. If you're not in a relationship, they feel like the two of you need to spend more time dating and spend time around each other. But the two of you should not jump into a relationship. So there is the shared energy of the Queen of Swords. Like, I think that they feel like it probably is necessary for the two of you to be kind of just dating. I would say, like, in summary, they feel like just dating is the best bet. So tell me more about this. How are they seeing you in this? So these cards are all representing how they see you. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Like, I think that they're aware that you've had like a significant relationship that failed. So maybe it was a long-term relationship, maybe it was even a marriage for some of you, but they're aware that you had a relationship that failed. And they feel that because of this, I think for a lot of you, maybe a divorce, but at the very least, significant breakup, that you have sort of decided to put your energy into just living your life on your own terms. And it's, you definitely are not super open to establishing an emotional connection or opening your heart again romantically. So how does that make your person feel? I mean, I think it makes them, to be honest, I think it makes them feel sad. It makes them feel sad because they want happiness with you. And in order to have happiness with you, they feel like, you know, you're both going to need to open your heart. And they're just like, I don't know when or if group one is ever going to open their heart to me, because, you know, it seems like they just don't want to get back up on the bike, you know, like they fell off the bike in this previous relationship, and it seems like group one just doesn't really want to give it another serious go. So tell me more about how your person of interest is viewing themselves in this connection. Yeah. I mean, well, you know, like I said, they don't feel like maybe the two of you should focus on having a relationship now or putting that status or label on it, but that is definitely their goal. You know, the 10 of Pentacles, like they see themselves living out the rest of their life with you, like your end goal for them. You know, like they see the potential for like a very serious long-term relationship. But we also have two aces, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So they do understand that the two of you in some sense are still kind of forging the beginning of this journey, and that there's no need to rush past that initial phase. Like right now we're just trying to get the foundation together so that we can, you know, create a strong relationship eventually. What does that mean to them? I mean, they definitely want to spend more time with you. I think that's part of it for them. And beyond that, I think that they feel like they kind of just have to respect your need to take it slow. So that's it. They're like, okay, group one needs to take it slow. So if that's what they need, then that's what's necessary. I mean, they do seem to accept that. But I think at the same time that they accept that if it's going to work at all, it's going to have to go at a slow pace, one step at a time, right? Let's not jump too far ahead. They're okay with that. But I think also they feel very uncertain about what the outcome. You know, it's not like they have this strong confidence that, oh, we're definitely going to get together and live the rest of their lives. That's what they want to happen. Yeah, again, another ace card. Like they want, that is their desire. Their desire is to have that with you, but they're really not sure. It's still up in the air, right? They're like, anything could happen. You know, and I don't know. It's like they think about it a lot. They try to figure out how to get closer to you, how to woo you more, how to make you more interested. I think they do feel like at some level that's the issue. They're like, okay, sure, group one had this relationship, significant relationship that failed. So that's part of it, that they might not want to do that again. But also group one, maybe they're not that attracted to me. And so they want to make you more attracted to them somehow. Yeah, it's like they want to up their status or something. Anyway, make themselves more attractive to you. Okay. What more should group one know about this connection? Well, I feel like this person makes you happy. So, I mean, your spirit guides are saying this is someone who does make you happy, and also they prioritize your happiness. But what's going on with them here? It feels like maybe they're not happy. I think that it's like this person's happiness is contingent on whether or not you are happy. So if it seems like they're not happy, it's because they feel like you're not. There's like a weird ping pong happening here. Okay, so what can group 1 do about that? I don't know. I think that your spirit guides are saying, for one thing, like getting into a relationship with this person, it probably, if you all stepped into a relationship together, it probably would end up being a very long-term, committed, kind of like traditional relationship. But ultimately, it would benefit their happiness more than yours. That's what we're trying to get at. Yeah, they're only happy if you're happy. If you got into a relationship, it would be a serious relationship, but it would be more for their happiness than for your own. I'm still trying how to parse that out. I don't know, guys. Like, I just don't know. Do you really want to get into that with this person or not? Like, maybe there's a reason. Maybe the reasons are, you know, this person has in their head that it's because you don't want to repeat getting another divorce or having another significant breakup or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like you just are kind of happier not being with this person. Maybe you're happier being single. I don't know. And I feel like in a way, maybe they are happier being single too. So it's almost like they're drawn to you because they know that it's not going to manifest into a relationship. So it's like, well, I'm not ever going to really be expected to take that journey. You know, there's obviously a part of them that does feel like that's what they want with you, that that's strongly what they desire with you. But I think that there is a more unconscious part of them that actually wants to stay single as well. All right. Any advice for group 1? We have the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, I would say, like, you know, there is clay here to work with, right? There's material to work with. If you do want to settle down and have a traditional relationship, this connection actually does give you what is necessary. They desire it. This other person desires it. The two of you would work as a couple. Like, it has all of everything that's needed to make a successful long-term relationship is there. It really just comes down to, is that what you want, right? Or do you want your freedom more? What do you want? A stable, solid, lasting relationship, or do you want your freedom? If they wanted the relationship, then it's kind of like just accept it. Like, the gift is there. Like, if you continue to go down the journey with this person, it's going to, that opportunity will present itself with this person. And if you desire to have the freedom, then, this was the shared energy that came up at the beginning. If you desire to have freedom and not get into a relationship like that with them, then I think it would just be good for you to like make it obvious that you just see them as a friend and that you have strong boundaries here. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Make it obvious that you're not interested in a relationship. All right, so group 1, I hope that is helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group 2, you chose Atargatis as your goddess. Let's see how your person of interest is viewing your connection. What is their take? What's their perspective? How are they seeing the connection, the romantic connection that they have with you? Okay. All right, this is almost like the flip of group 1. Okay, they are seeing you as the Hierophant. They're seeing themselves as the Knight of Swords, and the shared energy is the 6 of Pentacles. Like, they do feel like there's something that you're both getting out of this situation. I'm going to call it a situationship. You're both getting something you want, but they do feel like what you want is more like a relationship, and what they want is freedom. And I don't know if that's the thing that you're both getting. What are you both getting out of it? What is group 2 getting out of this? The Hermit. And what is their person of interest getting out of it? The 8 of Wands. Maybe what you're getting out of it is the ability to kind of like, almost like play act a relationship, or like test out. Maybe you're not totally ready for a relationship yet. And this connection allows you to kind of test the waters and like, oh, what would it be like to be in a relationship? Like, let's sort of kind of like wade into the waters so I can sort of imagine it, but still remain outside of a relationship, still remain a bachelor or bachelorette, still stay single, right? But kind of like test the waters. Am I ready for a relationship? On their end, I feel like what they get is to have a friend whom they're attracted to, and they enjoy that. They enjoy having, I'm not going to say it's a friends with benefit. I mean, who knows what's going on with you? Lord knows I wouldn't judge that. I've been there before. But it's like we're friends, but there's also chemistry between the two of us. We're attracted to each other, and they enjoy that process. So that's what each of you are getting out of it. But I think that they feel like your goal is to eventually have a relationship with someone, whether it's them or not, and that maybe they're almost like the training wheels for you to kind of test that out. And on their end, I think they're okay with that because, like I said, they like having this, what they perceive to be a mutual attraction with a friend. And because they feel like you're kind of just using them as training wheels anyway, and you don't necessarily want to settle down with them, but you're just, preparing yourself for eventually settling down with someone, they're like, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to settle down with anybody either. So it works for both of us. All right, let's see a little bit more about their mindset. So group 2's person of interest. They definitely are sweet on you. We have the Knight of Cups. Like they like spending time with you. Yeah, if the two of you are socializing, even going on dates or whatever, or just like hanging out, They like that. It's fun. They like having you around. And then we have the Ace of Wands reverse. So I feel like, you know, I said not friends with benefits. And I think in this case, like, they don't really want to be having el sexo with you. You know, it's like they do kind of just want it to spend time with you and not have the pressure of like performing in a sexual way. You know, like they don't really want that part of it to come into it. It's not that they don't find you attractive in that way. That is not the case. It's just, I don't know, maybe they just want it to be more pure than that, or they just enjoy the spending time together more. They don't feel the need to have the physical side of it with you. But yeah, like you really make this person happy. And they have feelings for you. They have feelings for you. I feel like it kind of almost gets under their skin sometimes, the feelings that they have for you, because they don't totally understand those feelings. So it's almost like aggravating to them. Like you do make them happy, but then there are times when they're like kind of like wish they didn't have the feelings because it's confusing. Yeah, they can't figure out their feelings for you exactly. But when the two of you are spending time together, they generally are having a good time. Okay. And how are they viewing you? Let's find out more about this. They feel like you're very peaceful. They think that you're kind of like a go with the flow person, you know, figure it out as I go. Because we have this Two of Pentacles, like maybe there's something in your life that is in flux right now. Like you're trying to figure out your life, but you know, like where they're confused about their feelings for you, you maybe are sort of juggling like, whoa, what is going on in my life? Like how do I, what's the next step or the next phase in my life? But they feel like despite the fact that maybe you're uncertain about that, you seem to be pretty calm as well. And it's almost like with this Justice card, they feel like you're making good choices in your life, despite the fact that there's so much uncertainty. You're navigating uncertainty with composure. So I guess they're just seeing this about you as a person. In terms of this connection, how are they seeing you? Yeah, I mean, I think it's basically what we've already said, so there's no reason to like beat a dead horse here, but you know, like what I was saying before about maybe you're using this connection as training wheels, right? Like you want to have a relationship and settle down with someone, but you don't know if you've necessarily found that person yet. But when it comes to your person of interest, you could at least, you know, I don't know, sort of try it on without making the purchase, so to speak. Like we can play act a little bit that we're a couple in a way. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, that's how they're seeing you. You know, you might see it differently, but hopefully at least you understand what I'm saying. Is there anything else your spirit guides want you to know about this connection? Nope. But I think that, you know, I would just say as a final note, if you're concerned that maybe this person is not feeling peaceful about the way things are going, they're peaceful about things, you know, like they sort of accept this situation for what it is. I don't think they have any complaints about the connection, you know. So yeah, That's what I'm seeing, group 2. I hope that makes sense. I hope it's helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. Those of you who chose Goddess Artemis, let's see what your person of interest is thinking about your connection. How are they viewing it? What's their perspective? What's their take on this connection? Oh my. So when I cut the deck, I get the Lovers and the Devil. There's definitely, they feel that there's a very strong mutual attraction, but maybe also a mutual self-destructive nature to it. Like, you bring out the best in me, but you also bring out the worst in me. Yeah. And I feel like they almost feel like that balance, like bringing out the best, but also bringing out the worst. There's something intriguing to them about that. They kind of like it. They're like, it's naughty, but it's naughty in a good way. It's naughty in a way that makes me want to speak with a British accent. Yeah, they're seeing you as a world card. Like, they're thinking the world of you. They're in the Lovers energy, that Lovers card coming out again. Like, they're very attracted to you. They put you on a pedestal with this world card. But again, with the 5 of Swords, it's almost like, again, there's that sort of destructive, like maybe we're a little bit bad for each other. It feels dangerous, but it feels good. It feels dangerous, but it feels dangerous in a way that ultimately is healing. They're not really sure what it is. You know, it feels good though. Huh. It's making them, it's really got them in their heads a lot, because, you know, they do feel like there's something that is, I know I keep saying the word destructive, but like, it's almost like, are we going to be each other's downfall? And if we are going to be each other's downfall, maybe I kind of like that. What about it would cause you to be each other's downfall? Well, I think for one thing, it does feel something about it feels very changeable. So the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, it's a very shifty, changey, like a kaleidoscope. Have you ever looked into a kaleidoscope, and when you turn the little thing, the little visuals are just like constantly changing? There's something about here, what's positive about it is that there's a constant evolution, a constant change. We're constantly helping each other to see different sides of ourselves that we normally wouldn't see. And that's great. Like, you're introducing me to new things, new ideas. You're helping me to see myself in a different way, and it's so refreshing, right? It's a very effervescent, refreshing energy. But it's untenable, right? There's nothing to sort of ground this. It's almost like we could get carried away with this energy, or I'm thinking of like the metaphor of like champagne bubbles, you know, like it feels so nice, like you're drinking, I'm actually sober myself, but like drinking champagne, it's like that effervescent, and like, and it gives you that little mood boost, right? But then, like, after a while, you get a little bit airheaded, right? You know, like you lose your sense of rationality. I think that's maybe what's self-destructive here, is like, we're not being very rational. We're not being very rational, but it's kind of nice to have that bubbly effervescence at the same time. But I think they feel like, it's almost like we're breaking the rules as well. And should we be breaking the rules like this? It's like we're enjoying this a little too much. We're living on the edge. This is such an interesting reading. We're living on the edge, but maybe it's a bit too much. Yeah. It's interesting because the Hierophant is coming up as the central energy, because so they do feel like both of you have a concern for following the rules, or quote unquote doing the right thing, right? Maybe you both have similar values or like traditional values, but it's like this connection leads you both to like toss that aside for a moment. Like, who needs all of that? Who needs the traditional values? Who needs rationality? Let's just throw that out the door. It's, we have the High Priestess reversed, and then the Eight of Swords, like with this blindfold. Both of them, and that's your energy and theirs on either side of this, right? Your energy and their energy. It's kind of like going into a hall of mirrors. Like everything is distorted, right? Like can't really see what's going on, and yet let's just trust our perceptions here that they're accurate, like it's almost like I'm falling for you, but I don't even know who you are, and that's okay. It's exhilarating. At the same time, there is enough of them that's maintaining their sense of rationality to understand, here's the Devil card coming up again, that like, okay, I probably should be a little cautious. At least, like I'm jumping out of this airplane with group 3, but at least I do have my parachute. My parachute is here, right? And so I think that's what's important here. This person does have their parachute, right? So they understand, they've got their brake pedal, but right now they're enjoying the sort of exhilaration of allowing whatever this is to like run its course. And yeah, well, like this just has to run its course until it's like let out all of this energy. Like we needed this sort of exhilarating eruption of energy between the two of us. And it might be going really fast, really quick, and maybe it's not grounded in rationality, but at the same time, like it's nice to throw caution to the wind and not need it to be traditional and grounded. The goal of it doesn't have to be we're gonna have the nice little house with the white picket fence. It can be more open-minded than that. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say here other than what I've said. I feel like I've explained how they view it pretty well. Let's see, Spirit Guides, is there anything else to say to group 3? Nope. Yeah, but I do feel like, again, with the Judgment card upright, I just want to underscore that part of it where they do feel like it's healing or it's beneficial to go through this process with you. Like, let it all out. Like, let this energy out. Let it be what it is. It's kind of like it's giving both of you wings, if you will, right? Or maybe you jumped out of the airplane and you don't have your parachute, so you have to grow some wings. I don't know, but it's like forcing a sort of evolution in a way. Also because in some way, both of you are foregoing the more traditional expectations that you would normally care more about in order to have this sort of exhilarating, life-altering, effervescent experience. So it's a gift. They view this experience with you as a gift, and a gift that makes them very happy. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, and a gift that ultimately benefits them and adds value to their life experience and is healing. I'm going to add healing again at the end of it. All right. So, Artemis group, I hope that was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.